I started crying. I got upset. My kid could have been in there.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, a shooting investigation is underway where police say a 10-year-old is hit by gunfire in Richland. Then, an audit problem in Franklin County? We're going to hear from the Sheriff's Office direct. Plus,
staffing is the largest expenditure in the school district, between 80 and 85%.
Are cuts coming to Yakima Public Schools? We'll tell you more. And Stacy is here.
Beautiful night for some Dust Devil baseball. I'll tell you what the forecast is and what you can expect this coming Easter weekend. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Thursday evening, good evening. I'm Austin Reed. Thank you for joining us. It is April the 17th. All right, we're going to start with live breaking news. A shooting investigation is happening right now near the At Home store in Kennewick. That's over on North Columbia Center Boulevard. And that is where we find my colleague, Wendy Redman. She's live at the scene to tell us more. Wendy.
Good evening, Austin. The authorities say the reported shooting happened at around 3:30 today. Detectives were here investigating when we arrived. However, they just left moments ago, so the scene has now cleared. Police do tell us they are not looking for any suspects right now. We are working to gather more information, but so far very tight-lipped about this. They were asking everyone to stay away from this area, but again, the scene just cleared moments ago, so you should be safe to come back to this area. Now, I can tell you, this at-home store is closed. They do have signs posted on their doors saying, due to an emergency, we are closed until further notice. Reporting live in Kennewick, I'm Wendy Redman, Apple Valley News.
All right, Wendy, thank you for that update. In other news tonight, an investigation is on after a 10-year-old child was hit by gunfire in Richland earlier this morning. Officers say around 4 a.m. a number of shots were fired after neighbors reported a drive-by shooting at an apartment unit in Building B at Orchard Hills Apartments. That's on Leslie Boulevard. Our crews noticed over 20 shell casings outside of the unit, which was located on a second floor. Police say the child was hit twice and was taken to a nearby hospital. That child was treated for their injuries and released a short time later. We spoke with a neighbor who wanted to remain anonymous, but told me her kid was actually scheduled to stay the night at that exact unit.
He had asked me last night if he could go over there and stay the night. I said, okay. He was to be back at 7 in the morning, and all of a sudden I hear a knock on the door. It's my son, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's late. You should be in bed. And he's like, Mom, I just don't want to stay there tonight. I don't know. I just don't want to stay there.
No suspects have been named. Nobody else was hurt. Police are asking for surveillance footage and any information from the public. New tonight, a brand new report from the Washington State Auditor issued by the Franklin County Administrator claims there has been a serious lapse in financial oversight at the Franklin County Jail. A state audit is raising red flags about more than $2 million in alleged financial mismanagement at that jail. The audit shows that since 2018, the jail's contracted food service company stopped sending monthly financial reports and commission payments tied to commissary sales. It wasn't until August of 2024 that Corrections Commander Keelan Harmon discovered the issue. By then, nearly $937,000 in commissary commissions had gone unpaid.
We did recover that money back in December of last year. The reason why the money had not been transferred to the county was because of turnover from Summit Foods.
The Franklin County Board of Commissioners has now received the audit findings. It is up to them to decide what changes are needed to prevent errors from happening again. We are following up with new information in the case of Keith Johnson, who is currently the Public Defense Director for Benton County. He's charged with a DUI. Police say they arrested him at the beginning of March in West Richland for swerving and breaking speed limits. Johnson was scheduled to be in court on Wednesday. He did not show up. We now know that they continued the hearing to May 28, 2025. We have also discovered there was a discussion about moving the case to a different jurisdiction given his role in the county. Stay with us for updates. Another follow-up tonight, new information about Wednesday afternoon's fire at a condo complex in Kennewick. We now know that no working smoke alarms were found in the condo where the fire started. Both occupants were alerted to the blaze only after seeing smoke and flames. This broke out around 1:20 p.m. at 420 South Quincy Street. Crews were able to quickly spray water on the blaze, which prevented it from spreading beyond the condominium where it started. KFD says one of the occupants decided to re-enter the premises to gather belongings and suffered minor smoke inhalation as a result. The cause is still under investigation. All right, time to talk weather now. I think it's going to be a nice night for baseball. First Alert, Stacey Lee is here with more.
That's right. Take a look at the field. The guys are practicing and getting ready for the game tonight. So far clear. A little bit breezy today, but not bad. Our sunset at 7:47. Let's take a look at the temperature out there. We're going to see temperatures in the 60s tonight. So going to start out warmish, but with the breezes, I would definitely grab a jacket if you're heading out to the Dust Devils. And do remember, there is a different way to get into the field as they're doing some construction at the main entrance where you normally go into the game. Here's those strong gusty winds we're talking about, mainly along the foothills of the Blues and in the Blue Mountains. Breezy here in the Columbia Basin, so much lighter winds than we were dealing with yesterday. So that is good news. Temperature wise, we're looking good outside right now. We're in the 60s. Again, a few degrees below where we were yesterday. Planning your day tomorrow, or excuse me, planning your evening tonight. Again, those 60s quickly dropping down into the 50s and the 40s by 10 p.m. So clear breezy winds, a little warmer tomorrow. Mountain showers are predicted for Saturday, mainly in the mountains. We should stay dry here in the lower elevations. What is our weekend looking like? I'll tell you all about that coming up. Austin?
All right. Stacey, thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to head to Yakima now. Yakima Valley College staff, students, and community members all stood together in unity today. This call for unity to rally together on West Nob Hill Boulevard and South 16th Avenue in Yakima comes after fear of uncertainty at the state level regarding federal funding, both nationwide and at the state level. YVC says they depend on federal funding to continue to function properly to offer higher education to those in and around the Yakima Valley area. YVC says grant-funded programs and financial aid can be affected if certain federal funding is cut. They also say they want to make sure they take a proactive approach on the situation before anything is set and stone at the state level.
Are we going to be able to support this program, and with the budget not yet resolved at the state level, but also with some questions at the federal level, we don't know. It feels frustrating to say, what can we do? And so we want to make sure we're visible, reminding the Yakima community that we're here and we're providing this important service, and that service is reliant on state and federal funding.
Their next event is set to be a public discussion panel. At this time, they are still discussing the right date for that one. New tonight, the Yakima School District Board of Directors have approved a reduction in force amid what they call their long-term stability plan. This could mean a reduction of 43 full-time positions for the 25-26 school year. The district says it's because of declining enrollment, rising costs, and economic challenges, something they feel is a statewide trend.
Some often ask why I focus on staffing and enrollment. Staffing and enrollment are the two biggest levers in a school system. We are funded on a per seat basis, on a per student basis. We get revenue for each child. Staffing is the largest expenditure in the school district. Between 80 and 85% of our expenditures every year on an annual basis are for people.
They also say this is all in an effort to avoid deficit spending while trying to safeguard essential services. All right, back in Kennewick, the school district there partnering with the Kennewick Education Association and the Washington Education Association to offer a new teaching certificate. The Special Education Certificate is the WEA Apprenticeship Residency in Teaching. The program offers full salary, benefits, and a mentorship from educated and experienced officials. Upon completing the program, participants are eligible for a conditional job offer with the district. There will be an informational session later this month. All right, we're going to head to Oregon now. An Oregon State University student who has had their F-1 student visa revoked is suing the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration, and Customs Enforcement, along with the Trump administration, to reverse that termination. The lawsuit filed by the ACLU of Oregon claims the federal government violated due process rights of OSU PhD student Aaron Ortega Gonzalez. The lawsuit claims DHS does not have unilateral authority to terminate a student visa without cause unless Congress changes the laws surrounding student visas. The written letter was sent to professors and students last week, saying the university is supporting its 2,500 international students. And there is a new high-voltage substation in Boardman, Oregon, hoping to meet the increasing energy needs. The Bonneville Power Administration CEO and administrator believes the Longhorn substation will enhance the safety and reliability of delivering affordable electricity. BPA says it will enable roughly 2,500 megawatts of new generator interconnections and allow for future expansion. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started here on this Thursday. Still ahead, it is another groundbreaking at Kennewick's Vista Field. We'll show you more of this. And let's go to a live picture outside in Yakima. As we mentioned earlier, great night for baseball. Stacy's back with a full look at your first alert weather forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Let's get real. A lot of these adjustable base deals promise nothing but bupkis. A true adjustable base rises at the head and the foot to provide a zero-G sleeping experience. So it's time to ask, where's the foot? At Denver Mattress, our adjustable lineup delivers complete control to your head and feet according to your inclinations. And right now, purchase a Hibernation Silver base and score a free Buena Vista mattress. That's right, a free mattress when you buy the base. Find out what a true adjustable base can do for you now at Denver Mattress.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression. I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. This is the first and that's how Clayton was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow it and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Because early is easy with a medium iced coffee, caramel or classic, for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to the news at 5. Google was dealt another major blow in court today. A federal judge in Virginia ruled the company violated antitrust law and illegally built monopoly power with its web advertising business. The Justice Department and 17 states sued over the issue. It marks the U.S. government's second major court victory over the tech giant in less than a year. Last August, it won an antitrust case related to Google's search business. Today's ruling could force the company to divest part of its online and business. especially in the advertising agency, but the company is likely to appeal. Now to local living, Vista Field is beginning to take off as a second business breaks ground. Blueberry Bridal is the first business to talk to the Port of Kennewick about a parcel of property at Vista Field. Bridal owner Amber Keller says she's come a long way as a business owner, and this really is a dream come true.
It's more than I can express. It's beautiful, and it's going to be a beautiful building, and I'm so excited.
Keller spoke to the community about her history and passion for the business. Vista Field isn't done yet. The Port of Kennewick plans to hold another groundbreaking there next week.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a live look outside. What a beautiful evening. The ship is in port. We're looking at Howard Ammon Park, the Columbia River Legends Casino Skycam. 65 degrees, so a little bit cooler, maybe 5 or so degrees than we were yesterday, but still very pleasant and nice out there. Now, winds are sustained in Tri-Cities at 10 miles per hour. They've been gusting up a little bit higher, but most of the heavy winds are concentrated in the foothills. Let's talk about our temps today. Again, this was the kind of the dip in the weather with the cooler temps, but don't worry, temperatures going back up. We'll see the lovely 70-degree temps coming back into focus. So the wind gusts around the area, though, are pretty substantial. And you look at Ritzville and Dayton and Walla Walla up in the mountains here in the blues, but much less than we were seeing yesterday in the rest of the area. Futurecast, let's time these winds out. Things are going to start calming down as we get through the evening. There you go, 9 o'clock, much better even here in the foothills of the blues. Moving into our Friday, we're going to see much calmer winds all day long. So Friday is going to be a lovely day. That would be a good day to make it a 3-day weekend, just saying. All right, this weekend, winds are going to pick back up, though. Saturday and Sunday, Ellensburg could see gusts up to 55 miles an hour, 35 in Yakima, 25-mile-an-hour winds in the lower valley, Columbia Basin, 35-mile-an-hour winds for Hermiston and Pendleton. So just be aware of that. Our weather pattern, that shift is happening. Jet stream that was right on top of us starting to move to the east. And as it does, it's going to allow this little system to move through on Saturday. Now, we'll see some showers mainly impacting the Cascade Mountains. If it's cold enough, there might be a snowflake or two in those upper elevations, but more than likely pass level and beyond, you're going to see some rain showers. As that continues to move to the east, it breaks up, but you could see a couple of rain showers there right in the corner of the state where we meet up with Oregon there in the Blue Mountains. So overall, going to be pretty dry going into the weekend. Jet stream again shifting, the cool air now moving to the east of us. They've been having snowstorms here in the Rocky Mountains. People are out there skiing and enjoying it. That's not going to be the case for us. However, tonight, clear, calming winds after 7 and temperatures in the 30s. Most of us will be staying above the freezing level. However, some of those lower elevations are dropping down close to freezing, and it's going to be a little bit chilly. Out the door, though, in the morning, we're going to be in the 40s, looking pretty good. Look at that, pure sunshine. By the midday, look at those 60-degree temperatures, mid-60s for some of us, and then peeling off those layers as we hit the 70s in the afternoon. Now, if you're heading over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house for Easter, look for a wet day Sunday in Seattle. Here's what it looks like in Portland over the weekend. Also pretty nice to start with, and then a chance of rain on Sunday for your Easter. And in Portland, going to be fairly calm and pretty nice, although cooling as the weekend goes. Here's what it looks like in the Tri-Cities for the next couple of days. Just breezy winds, but nothing really in there, including showers. Let's take a peek at Yakima. Also, same thing, 65 breezy winds on your Easter Sunday. Here's Ellensburg. Now, that's where we're going to see those stronger, gustier winds around 55 miles an hour. A very slight chance of a shower there, and that's those showers I showed you on Saturday. Walla Walla looking pretty dry. Again, a slight chance. It's not even showing up of a shower, just more cloudy skies Saturday evening. The best bet for you guys on Easter Sunday is get a lot of those activities done pretty early. Should be pretty nice, but a couple of places could see those gusty winds later in the afternoon. So get it done by 1 or 2 and you're good to go.
That's right. And now generally around April here, it can be hit or miss. So this is good news.
This is very good news. And yeah, winds are pretty normal this time of year as well.
All right, very good. We are back with a health alert right after this.
Hoping sturgeon survive in North Idaho. Fly the Northwest Tuesday at 6.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Our 2025 spring arrivals have landed at Moore Furniture. And this Easter weekend, we're doing something outrageous. For 72 special hours, we're offering 72 months interest-free financing on every purchase over $19.99. That's 72 full months with no money down and no interest. Whether you need a new sectional for game day or you're refreshing your entire home, this holiday weekend, you'll get 72 months interest-free financing. Visit your local Moore Furniture this Easter weekend for the absolute best deal in town.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome back, everybody. A judge is hearing arguments over whether Facebook's parent company, Meta, created a monopoly when it bought Instagram and WhatsApp.
That's right. In this month's leading up to the historic trial, the company announced new safety policies designed to protect teens. Apple Valley News Now's Nicole Stewart breaks down the changes and what parents need to know.
Studies show it's impacting their mental health. A 2023 Surgeon General advisory found up to 95% of kids ages 13 to 17 reported using a social media platform, a third saying they use it almost daily, a third saying they use it, quote, almost constantly. The report also cited a study that adolescents who spend more than 3 hours per day on social media face double the risk for poor mental health outcomes.
We have to warn parents about what we are seeing.
The report also cited a study that adolescents who spent more than 3 hours per day on social media face double the risk for poor mental health outcomes, including symptoms of depression and anxiety. Pushed for social media to have a, quote, Surgeon General's warning, something tobacco products have, but that didn't happen.
We're enrolling teens across the country in the Teen Account Experience on Facebook and Messenger. If you're under the age
However, social media companies are taking note about the dangers.
I'm not dealing with social media yet, but I'm already having conversations about screen time and what going online looks like for me.
Jennifer Hanley is Meta's head of safety policy for North America. She's also a mom to 2 young kids.
We know that they're worried, and we really want to make sure that they have peace of mind about their kids' experiences.
Nicole Stewart, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Nicole, thank you for that. We're going to take a quick break, but up next, we have our
reason to smile.
Yes.
Turn that frown upside down and your final look at your weather.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make caring fun! At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you.
You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy?
Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Find out how Idaho Fish and Game is working to rebuild the sturgeon population.
These are the largest and longest lived fish in Idaho. Some of these fish can live to 100 years or more.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, it's Easter weekend. We'll have how you could celebrate locally. Plus, Josh Colberth will have your weekend forecast. Everything you need to know will be right here Friday morning from 5 to 7.
And welcome back. We wait for it all day, and I love getting your viewer photos, so let's get our reason to smile today. Come take a look at your screen. Our good friend Dee, she likes to bike ride around Walla Walla. Look how pretty and yellow it is, Austin. That is the beautiful spring that we're seeing right now in Walla Walla. This is all brought to you by our friends at Lifetime Dental. Now, the easiest way to get your photo on TV, the QR code right there on the top of your screen. Use your phone, take a picture of that, or simply go to applevalley.newsnow.com. Click on the weather tab and you can see where to upload your photo. Once again, thank you to Dee. All right, let's take a look at the weather bottom line. Warmer temperatures in tow for Friday and Saturday. Some of us in the upper 60s, some of us in the lower 70s. We are going to see those gusty to breezy winds return over the weekend. We get a little bit of a break tomorrow. Good news. There is some mountain rain showers coming in and some chilly morning temperatures in the valleys, maybe at the freezing level, so could see a little frost in those areas, just to be aware of that. But overall, lower elevations are going to be dry. Your Easter Sunday in the 60s all around, but the breezy winds are really going to pick up in the afternoon with some partly cloudy skies. Here's a quick look at your day planner for tomorrow. Like we said, 40s out the door, hitting those 60s. Going to be a perfect lunchtime for a picnic outdoors. And by the afternoon, you'll be peeling off some of those layers. Don't forget the sunscreen. I'll go ahead and start saying that now.
Already.
Right? So there's those 70s, Austin, and then into the weekend, we cool back into the 60s. And we kind of stay there pretty normal for this time of year. Just breezy winds are really all we have to look at. And some of the areas, mainly like Ellensburg, some of the lower elevations, those temperatures overnight are going to be settling down a little bit cooler, but not bad looking weather for Walla Walla and Hermiston. Very, very nice. So any big plans this weekend for Easter?
Just doing the Easter egg hunts. My daughters keep talking about it. They're ready.
I've been charged with a charcuterie, so I'll be charcuterie for our Easter gathering.
Oh, very good. Can I come?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. We'll do the Easter egg hunt and then meet up with you. All right, that's it for us here at 5. World News is next. Hoping your news is good news. We'll see you at 6.